All right, guys. The last topic we need to explore for this week would be to do the opposite of eliminating the parameter, which is to introduce a parameter. So in other words, instead of giving two equations and come up with one, you're going to start out with one equation and come up with two equations that would represent the same curve. So let's look at this example. Let's say that you are given y equals x squared plus 2x plus 1. And you are told to find a set of parametric equations given that x equals to 2t. Well, if you're already given the parameter that they want you to use, then it's relatively simple. What that means now is we've got to use what's given and what they want. Like, okay, they're giving us two things, right? They're giving us this equation and now they're giving us this. We got to use those two givens to find out what y is. What's very simple, all we've got to do is everywhere we see x on this equation, we're going to plug in 2t. So that means that our y equation would equal to 2t squared plus 2 times 2t plus 1. So if we clean that up, we get that y is equal to 4t squared plus 4t plus 1. So what this means, guys, is remember, if I go onto my calculator and I were to graph the y equals x squared, so let's see, we got x squared, let me get rid of this light, plus 2x plus 1. Well, I'm expecting a parabola, right? We all know that, so that's kind of what it looks like. So now if I get out of here and I go to parametric mode on my calculator, and then I go to y equals, now I have this x and y equals, so for the x I'm going to put 2t, so 2 where the x is now where the t is located, and on the bottom one I'm going to put the other equation, which is 4t squared plus 4t plus 1 plus 4t plus 1. If I hit graph, notice how I only obtained that. That's because I got to change a little bit of things here. So I put t being 0 as minimum as it is right now, but let's say we do -5. I hit enter, let's hit graph, and as you can see, I get the exact same parabola, which means that we did this correctly. So before I let you go, I'll let you give it a shot. So let's say you are given the exact same equation, but now you are told that x is equal to t plus 3. So go ahead and pause the video, give this problem a try, and when you're ready, just hit play and we'll go over the answer. All right, I'm assuming you've already given it a go. So I'm assuming you did y is equal to t plus 3 squared plus 2 times t plus 3 plus 1, which means that t plus 3 squared is the same thing as t squared plus 6t plus 9 plus 2t plus 6 plus 1, which if we clean it up, that means that we get, what do we got? We got a t squared here, and then we got a 6t and another 2t, so that'll be plus 8t, and then we got 9 and 6 are 15, and 1 is 16, plus 16. So just to confirm, let's go ahead and see what happens. So let's go ahead and delete this one, and let's try the same thing. So we get t plus 3 for x, and we got t squared plus 8t, so t squared plus 8t plus 16. And if we graph it, I'm going to change once again that little t value, so -5 was not enough, so let's do -10. And as you can see, we obtain the exact same curve. Cool. So as long as whatever parameter you introduce is made to, you make that change to the original, then you should be okay. And that should be all for this week. Your assignment is on WebAssign. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to email us. Have a great week.